Gervais, Craig Davids and Sarah Gordy, some of the famous faces who have signed up to help our award-winning 1 Million Minutes campaign this Christmas, which, of course, aims to ease people's isolation.
The celebrities have been photographed capturing a moment of loneliness by star photographer Ray Burminston, who is more often found taking glossy professional pictures of Strictly Celebs. I remember him. Here's what they told us about their experiences with loneliness.
We can be in a crowd, but sometimes still feel alone.
Loneliness can cause physical and mental health issues. We're social animals and need connection with others to feel well.
One of the surprising things about loneliness is that some of the most sociable people you know can be affected by it.
My fear of loneliness is what drives me to constantly surround myself with friends and family. I'm lucky, though. Not everyone has that option.
Sometimes you can be surrounded by people, yet feel lonelier than ever. When I feel alone, I always call my brother.
You don't have to be alone to feel lonely.
Everyone feels low at some point. You are never alone.
When I work, I exist, but there are times when I feel I am always on the outside, looking in.
And Sarah Gordy joins us in the studio alongside Ray Burminston, who took those beautiful photographs. And to kickstart the conversation on loneliness, that digital gallery featuring those portraits of loneliness is heading around the country.
And already this morning, it's travelled to the House of Parliament and will head on to Cardiff, Belfast, Glasgow and, of course, Blackpool as well.
So I know that for you, Rob, this conversation has really resonated, hasn't it, in the last couple of days? Because, you know, particularly when you see Ricky Gervais speaking there, he is a massive animal lover. Afterlife is him and his dog. And, of course, you've lost Rocco and you've been very open about that connection, how important animals are for company. And this is a photograph taken by you, Ray.
Yes, exactly. It's a good day.
Yeah, really lovely connection. Were you surprised, Ray, at the people who talked to you about or talked about loneliness, vulnerability?
Not at all, really, because, I mean, it's something that we all go through, you know, either momentarily or to a point where it can take over your day or your life. So, you know, we all get affected by it. So I think, you know, it's a great leveller. We've all been there, so it doesn't surprise me at all.
We've had 20 million minutes pledged already, which is absolutely phenomenal. And thank you for your help with that. And thank you, Sarah, as well, for your help with it. What do you do when those moments hit you? Because you described in that video, sometimes you feel like you're on the outside looking in.
Yes, I do feel lonely, but I do have my family always supporting me. And I also met a lady in Jew who was opposite me, and she was beautiful, powerful, and gave me and my mum a smile. And that brightened up my day and made me feel great.
So isn't there a gift in that, in people just smiling at you? And that idea, this mission of this campaign of yours is that you aren't actually ever alone. If you ask for help, the bravest thing you can do is that people are there. And I had to ask myself the question, you made me cry twice this morning, Son, about why would I go and tweet something so private? And the answer was, now that I'm honestly reflecting on it, because of the lovely way most people are good, despite all of that aggressive, toxic noise on social media, and they want to support you. I was reading about you, Sarah. You say sometimes you're in the shopping centre and you feel really like an outsider, but then sometimes you'll find goodness in people everywhere. Can you just tell me and everybody out there that feels a little bit lonely how good people are?
There's some good people out there that wants to smile at people and saying that you're important, and that makes me feel good. Because we need more people like that to come forward, to give other people that's been on Ray's books, and you can see in his photography, it brings out the best of people to have that smile.
That's so true. Ray, you photograph famous people all the time. It's your job.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people assume that if you're very successful and wealthy and you have people around you all the time, you're sort of protected from a feeling of acute loneliness. But you know, as a lot of those videos say, you can feel totally alone in a room full of people who adore you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that was what the challenge for me when I was asked to do it. It's one thing taking a photograph of someone that people don't recognise, but the fact that these famous faces, it was, you know, I thought, how are we going to do this? Because people assume, well, they're not lonely, they've got loads of money, and of course, it's not like that at all, because we all feel like that, you know. So that was the challenge for me, to kind of get strong portraits that actually conveyed what the Million Minutes campaign was about.
And the fact of the matter is, and Ricky Gervais nails it in what he said, is that actually loneliness can cause proper health problems.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just a mental health problem. I mean, as if using the word just is justified. It's not. It can also cause physical health problems.
Yeah.
You know, it can really damage you. Even as we've been speaking, thank you, Sarah, thank you, Ray, our minutes pledged have gone up by more than 1 million minutes, which, you know, everybody feels this. This is not something that's isolated to a few. You know, everybody knows what it is what it feels like to be alone. This year, we're working with 8 charities: Alzheimer's Research UK, Alzheimer's Society, the Chatty Cafe Scheme, Grief Encounter, Home Start UK, Re-Engage, Royal Voluntary Service, and SANS. So thank you for donating your time. It's remarkable.
I just wonder if you agree, you know, with me, Sarah and Ray. You know, of course, there are people in the public eye, and you know, there are lots of people around you all the time. For a lot of people, those experiencing dementia in homes, perhaps they've lost their family. You know, that loneliness is really acute. It's really deeply felt. But there are lots of people there to come and reach out and help. If you do the brave thing and ask, and isn't it amazing that people have pledged their time?
Love it. Yeah.
You can change life, and it brings something to you as well, right? Yeah. You're always helping people as well, aren't you, Sarah?
Yes, I do, yeah. I have lots of people with disabilities. They do get lonely at times, and they always come up to me and have a counselling session with me. So their feedback is really helpful for me, so that would be a great way to deal with loneliness.
Yeah, you're a remarkable person, both of you. Thank you both so much for getting in touch this morning.
Thanks you for improving the joy of my day, both of you as well.
Thank you.
A simple act of kindness which can change someone's life. If you have a minute or two to give, please use the QR code in the bottom right-hand corner of your screens to make a pledge, or visit our website, itv.com/1 million minutes. That's where you'll find all the information you need. And of course, we know that Christmas is a particularly difficult time. If you're experiencing that, our hearts are with you, and we are with you.